Good morning, Madison. I am Curtis from Villari's Martial Arts Madison. We're going to do some live kickboxing. Today I want to talk about elbows, the wonderful world of elbows. I have a playlist, as always, which you are welcome to follow if you have Amazon Music. Otherwise, your own music is great. Start with breathing. We are going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart, standing tall, shoulders back, open your chest, breathe in, grow really tall, like someone's pulling your spine up into the sky. As you breathe out, grounding your feet into the earth. Repeating that breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Growing tall and growing strong. One more time. Loosen up your head, your neck, rolling shoulders, both directions. Keep up that breathing while you go. Swing your arms, huggers. Twist. Rolling hips. Both directions. Reach forward, pull back. Palms down to palms up. Let's try that grounded, planting like a tree in the earth, and then repeat. Shoulders back. Change to high knees. Let's do wide ones today. If you have enough space, you can go really big. Now let's do two on each side with wide ones. Woo. Let's change to a kick. So you're gonna big knee and then kick. Step, knee, kick. Step, knee, kick with exhales. All right, seat kicks. Knees down. Guard up. High kicks for stretch. Point the toe. Swing the leg. I need to do a few extra today. I can feel I'm pretty stiff, so I'm going to do 10. Switch. Rising heel kicks. Couple to the side. Stretch out anything else you might need for yourself. I will do my usual calf stretch. On our way down today, let's do one more stretch called reverse bow stretch. So from a squat here, you just stick one leg out, sitting on the foot. There's multiple ways of doing this. If you can't do this way, you can start high and you can move your weight towards one leg and turn that other toe up. Then you bend forward, feel it here. So there's this way, or there's the squat down way. I like the squat down way, and the reason is from here, you can be totally ninja. You can go to the other side. Let's go back. I'll switch one more time. This is a good drill in itself, just the switching as you use your legs. But today we're gonna do elbows, not focused on legs. We'll kick with the elbows though. All right, so from the ground, we're gonna do some abs. Let's start with tabletop. So your legs are here, hands are here, and you're trying to sit up and touch those knees. If you extend your legs out more, these can be harder. If you want a super challenge, I just saw these really cool abs where you start here all the way up and you try to touch your toes. Oh, but for these you have to like kick up. I was a world champion skier doing that. It was pretty amazing. We're going to change to twists now. So sitting up and then in a V, guarding your belly button, I like to think here. Shoulders back. Let's roll forward onto our stomachs now. We're going to do hyperextensions gently and carefully. So from here, relaxed, you're going to lift up, pick up your feet and your hands. Another way to think about it is arching your back, but not too far. And then down and up. And down and up. And down and up. And down. And then the other one I like is skydivers, where you just hold it this way with your thumbs out or hands. Down, up. Down. Last one. Up. And pulling back. Let's do one push-up set. Jump in, jump up. Quick drink of water. Really quick. Let's warm up with some elbows. Fighting stance. Feet shoulder width apart, same distance front to back, and your feet standing in two corners of a square. Guard up, swinging the elbows around. For the roundhouse elbow, let's throw it and hold. You're striking with that bony part of your arm. Switch, switch, and as again, like I talked about last time, we got the even exchange going. So this hand comes back, which helps my whole torso rotate. It's super important on elbows that you get the torso rotating. If you just do these, it will do nothing. With a punch, you can maybe muscle it with your arm, but with an elbow, you're not going to do anything unless you swing your body. We're up nice and close, nice and close. You have to rotate into it. So swing and hold, swing and hold, swing and hold. You can really be pretty intense on these. Swing and hold, swing and hold. Now we're going to go low. And so sitting down, we're going to swing and hold to the ribs. Couple more. Cool. Now we're going to go for speed to the temple. And you're going for this rotation. If you're compromising on the rotation and going faster, slow it down. We're going to start medium pace, I guess. And then your goal is to get a little bit faster. Okay, now low, medium speed. One thing to watch out for is letting your guard drop. If you let your guard drop, you might hit with this fleshy part of your arm, the chicken wing. You want to hit with the bony part of the arm. So keep the hands up, not too high. But I think of it like a blade. My whole arm is a blade. Here we go. Pick it up if you can. Even though we're crouched lower, back is straight, shoulders back. From low, switch. Keep it up. Now standing tall. Doing good, almost done. Twist and hold. Switch. Last one, switch. Shake it out. That's roundhouse elbow. My favorite elbow. Right. Let's do some footwork. So we're going to shuffle forward. Let's do little shuffle. Little shuffle we don't talk about a lot. Usually we talk about our feet coming together and apart. But for a little shuffle, you can bring your foot towards the other foot without actually touching it. So if you don't have much space, it's just an adjustment. Right? Little shuffle. Forward and back. Guard up. Try and pick up the pace now. So now we're going to little shuffle in. Roundhouse elbow, little shuffle back. In, 1, 2, and back. In, 1, 2, and back. If you want to challenge, high, low, high, and back. So, right. You can also do high, high, low, low. Let's shuffle in and just, if you're doing the simple one, do low to work those legs. If you're doing the tough one, you can go high, low, low, high. So again, shuffle, high, low, high. Or if that feels too much, you can do 2 lows. But either way, you're going to be bending your knees and coming back. There's a couple motivations here. To do elbows, you have to get close. So we're getting closer. Secondly, by going low, we're proving that our shuffle finishes. It's tempting to shuffle and kind of like try to strike as you shuffle or something, and that can be sloppy and lose your balance. So here, and then going low grounds you to prove. It's sort of like the exhale that I do for testing these sometimes. Said we're going to test with elbows. Hey. Let's switch our feet. So from here, little shuffles. Ooh. Remember, back foot comes forward first. And front foot comes back first. Breathing. Let's add the elbows up high. Cool, let's change it to low now. And if you want to do the advanced version, it's high, low, high. Switch your feet. Now we're going to change to lunge. Let's change to big shuffle, because now you can move more if you have room. If you don't have room, there are some cheats you can do, even with big shuffle. One of the things I like about shuffle is it doesn't have to be in a line. So if I'm fighting someone here, I made my line right at you guys now, and that's the line that my shuffle goes on, right? So a big shuffle, my feet would come together, or maybe even past a little bit, although you have to be careful with that, because that's almost more like a little leap then. but you can go really far. So that's the line. But you can cheat. You can kind of swing around to get behind an opponent. So if my opponent is here and I shuffle this way, I've just got behind them, also called L step in Shaolin class. So if you don't have room that's a long room, but you have square, you can still practice these with like a kind of a very tight V or L. Try a couple times. Are you trying it? Am I just doing this? You guys are just watching me? I notice a lot of people start the video and then they don't finish. I hope you guys finish. Other side. Okay, so that's nice for a small space. So now we're going to do big shuffle. If you have the room, you can do a line. If you don't have the room, you can try the L. Big shuffle, round elbow. Then we're going to do rising elbows and finish with an uppercut. So to the side, it looks like so. Big shuffle into a roundhouse elbow, 2 rising elbows, finish with an uppercut. And if you have a bookcase or some sort of furniture to test your distance here, make sure that that shuffle lands in nice and tight. My foot's right on here. You know, it may sound funny, but if you can get in and step on their foot, this is good. You can stomp their foot as you hit them. That's the right distance for the elbow. So landing in close, boom. 1, 2, finish with the punch. Here we go. We're going to switch our feet now because I want to work this side more. Why do I want to work this side more? Because I feel like it for myself. And we worked the other side a lot already. Strong fists. I'm telling myself. I tend to open my hands when I'm doing elbows, as you probably noticed by now, but you still want to go back to the fist for the strikes, obviously. If you do open your hands, try and keep your fingers together instead of here. So nobody can break your fingers. Or you could break your own fingers with this kind of stuff by accident. If you haven't been doing the L, let's try the L. I love the L with the roundhouse elbow because it comes behind their head. I don't know if you guys just noticed, but I lost my balance a little bit. Here, I was here, and then I kind of stumbled, but it was not a problem because every time you hit with an elbow and you're engaging your whole body, even my heels turn a little. I'm not trying to turn them on purpose, but just as you rotate, that can happen. Every time your heels turn or engage, that's a chance to ground yourself. You're grounding yourself for the strike. So even if I'm losing my balance, if I come back into this, now I'm losing my balance. From here, let's try it, just to feel it. Let's take a narrow stance. So it's fighting stance, but your feet come together. If you swing up here, and you really turn into it a lot. Now I'm too narrow, I've turned into it, I might fall down. But as long as I come back around here, and now my fighting stance is almost correct in this direction, and I've grounded myself. Switch, narrow, off the back, and big twist, and now maybe feels awkward, right? And then use this front elbow to get yourself back. Okay, let's go back to the combo. We're gonna go left leg forward. Here, L step, around, 2 rising, and a punch. So from this angle, L step around, here, rising, punch. L step back, and then switch your feet. I'll step back, switch your feet every time now. Just gonna do a couple more. This is a mental exercise too for the L step because if you get confused, just be decisive. First rule of martial art, to do something. So if you're like, wait, what is he doing? Don't worry about it. Punch, right? Something. Don't let him know you don't know. in the moment. Say. Say. A couple more, come on. I'm getting into it now. If you didn't get into it yet, try and get into it. Say. 2 more. Say. Hey, say. Last one. Say. All right. Let's get a drink. Super elbow action. Now, we probably should do some more abs. Go this way. We do leg lifts. So from here, hands under your seat. And then you are going to lift your shoulder blades up off the ground. Put your feet out. Lift those legs up and down. Little ones. A lot of people, when they start, do these really big ones. So firstly, try up here. It's not so hard. Down here, harder. Secondly, if you want to make this into a more advanced version where you sit up, you're not going to sit all the way up. You know, this is kind of like the toe touches I talked about earlier, but easier with hands under your seat. Let's change to scissors now. So those are the same, except you just crisscross your ankles. And again, you sit up each time. I let my lower back touch each time, but I don't go all the way down. So I start here with just my upper back off the ground, then I sit my whole back off the ground. So in this position, my lower back is not touching the ground. Sweet, stretch it out. Let's do another push-up set. Let's do some pike push-ups. So I'm gonna do 3 sets. First set is leopards. So your hands and your feet are both shoulder width apart. To find the spot, you can walk 5 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you need 6, you can do 6, 5 or 6, somewhere in there. And you're going to straighten your knees, not locked out, but just straight as you can without locking. And then you drop your elbows. There's a line from your palm to your toe. So your whole torso is going up and down. Keep your head in line, your neck in line. All right, straighten those knees. Because it's as much a flexibility test as a strength test for your triceps. We're going to change now to crane drinks water. So your hands come into a diamond in the middle, same spot. And then you up and down. Now bring your feet together. Same spot as the Chinese push-up or military press. You can see I can't go all the way down on these. These are challenging, good for your balance too. Nice, okay, let's pull it back into a child's pose. Shake it out. Let's talk about rising elbow. Again, you really have to engage the hip. So for this one, the swinging around really helps your body to turn into it. Because if you almost think about just, I'm gonna throw that big elbow, you don't want to think that because it's sloppy. But if you do, if you just swing that arm, your torso is gonna turn, right? Because it's a circular move. But these ones are more tricky. Like as with uppercut, you want to come into your ribs and rise up. It's tempting to throw it like this, and that's a different thing. This is a driving elbow, where you might lean your body weight in a little bit or advance into it. There's a whole spectrum of elbows from here to here, or even over the top, all the way from there down to like here. But for the tightest ones, guard up, tight, rising up, combing back your hair. So make sure your hand doesn't go on this side, this side. If it goes to this side, that's when you know, yeah, I'm doing kind of a hybrid elbow, as opposed to a direct rising elbow. And for this one, again, if you just throw these, it's not useful. You have to punch through the ground, through your leg, through your hip, turning. Here, show me. Switch. Okay, running out of time, so we're gonna do one more elbow combo. We're gonna start with a roundhouse kick. Roundhouse kick, landing forward, roundhouse elbow, bringing back around into a side elbow, and then 2 rising elbows, and we'll finish with 1 more roundhouse elbow, and shuffle back. So there's the kick, landing here, roundhouse, side, rising, rising, roundhouse. I'll go again a couple more times, shuffle back, kick, landing into a wide stance. So make sure you don't land too narrow, or this one feels weird. So kick, stepping out, boom, side coming back, rising, rising, and finish strong with the last round. Kick here, landing out, around, to the side, 2 risings, and a roundhouse elbow. Kick, roundhouse side, rising, rising, finish. Kick, roundhouse side, rising, rising, finish. And if you have something to test with, you can test gently, because I need to lunge almost after that kick to make that land. Kick here, stepping in, boom, boom, rising, rising, roundhouse. Right. I'm gonna do it this way now for you guys. Kick. I forgot my own combo. Kick, side, rising, rising, finish. Now we're gonna go. Side. Hey. You can double rising kick if you want. Side. And we're gonna go for speed for the last few. You can play with different flows that work for you, but the flow I love on this, big one, and now from the first big one is the opener. And now, you can really, those 4 can all flow. And if that seems hard, you can start with just pick 2 moves, like pick side elbow, rising elbow, say. So you kick, big one, and now you're like, the next 2 are gonna be fast. Right? And then finish. So do the kick, big one, next 2 are gonna be fast. And then try different ones so you get the flow of it. And pretty soon you'll figure out how to do 3 in a row and then 4 in a row. It's all about the transitions in martial arts, finding not how to hit with a certain strike and how to go between positions and momentum. Right. If you do different elbows, like I just did by accident, no worries. Our goal is a flurry of elbows. Finish strong, come on. Almost done. 2 more on each side. 1 more on each side. Last one. All right. Let's cool down. Get some water. I miss hour-long classes, you guys. I miss hitting the bags. But what I really miss is more time to work through awesome material, work through awesome techniques. I feel like we just got started with elbows. I didn't even get to talk about dropping elbows, side elbow. I'll have to continue next time or another time. Let's sit on the ground. 1 foot out, 1 leg in. Growing tall as we breathe in. orient towards the toe. Again, waist, torso, towards the toe, straight back. Breathing in, growing tall. Exhale, sink. To the center. Same breathing. Switch it up. I haven't seen comments from you guys. Please comment if you have any thoughts. Even if it's just, I enjoyed it, or it was too hard, anything is helpful. Requests would be awesome, like what kinds of stuff you'd like to see. As you probably noticed, I skirt the line of kickboxing. I like to talk about technique. So even if you're a Shaolin student and you'd just like to know about some technique, I can't go into a lot of detail about grappling and felling, but I do like to adapt Shaolin Kempo techniques to kickboxing. And I'd be happy to do that any class you like. To the center. All right, one leg up. Switch. Growing tall. Exhale. Stretch the thigh. Feet a little wider. Rolling hips. Switch. Arm over the top. Rolling down. Stretch your back. Oh, you guys lucked out. I was going to do mountain climbers. There's just too much stuff packed into this class for that. Next time. Roll shoulders. Roll your neck. Let's pull one arm across quick. Bring it, drop it down. Switch. Drop it down. Let's finish class all together. Full body stretch. Breathing in, grow tall. Exhale, lean down. Hanging low. Rise up, breathe in. Stretch your back, shoulders. Reaching up really high, feet together. I can touch my ceiling. And exhale. Nice work, guys. See you next time.